Welcome to the Conscious Radio Network. Become enlightened, have fun, and tell all your friends and family to share with everyone they know. You can watch us on YouTube and Rumble while following us on Facebook, or find us on X, Instagram, and TikTok. Our podcasts can be found on Libsyn, iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and more. Most of all, remember to go to our official website at consciousradionetwork.com for past episodes, future shows, and scheduling. We also want to welcome our international audience. Don't stop now. Enjoy the community. Subscribe or follow today.
This is the Conscious Radio Network.
Hello and welcome wherever you might be on the spaceship we call Earth. This is Conscious Radio Networks, the podcast, the Seance podcast. If this is your first time tuning in, please click subscribe, like, share, comment, and also, of course, don't forget to follow us wherever you listen to your podcasts. Today, our guest is a spiritual seeker who has transformed from the shy and quiet type to embracing her life's purpose of inspiring and motivating others through her spiritual awakening and work with energy. Gresson has learned to tap into her wisdom and power, guiding others to do the same, embracing life's challenges, finding your true self, and stepping in to your full potential. Let's welcome to the seance today, Gresson Peiffer. Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. Currently, there's different shifts going on. So I'm maneuvering, but I'm flowing really perfectly through it.
Right on. Cool.
Because I'm
cool.
conscious what is going on, and a lot of people aren't, and that's not easy, you know?
No. There's a lot of stuff happening in this world right now. There's a lot of chaos happening.
Yes.
But then at the same time, away from that chaos, there's these really intricate small pockets of blessings, of gifts that are awaiting for people to unlock. And
Definitely.
yeah, and it's amazing. What now from where you're at right now? You're currently in Europe, in Belgium, correct?
Yes.
And it's like, I mean, I've talked to people from all over the world. I've talked to people from basically just about every continent, and it seems to be there's different things happening everywhere, but at the same time, there's the same things happening everywhere.
Yes, I can agree on that.
Right? And so what seems to be, what are you feeling in this shift that's happening between the human psyche going on as a collective?
Ooh, we're few people have been awakening. I feel 4 years ago, a few years ago, I have started mine around 2020. A soul connection has triggered me and awakened me on this path.
Yeah.
At first, I just didn't understand what was going on. I thought it was my ego, my mind thinking that it was that person, but actually, now I'm learning more and more that it's actually I am the one who has manifested that situation into life, you know?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's the stuff that happens to us on a daily basis is I have these epiphanies all the time. I talk to Source. I have these conversations. Even last night, I had this conversation with Source.
Yes.
And I asked, some people call it God, some people call it universe, some people call it whatever it is they want. You know, and I had this question, this burning question. Everybody asks this question. It's like, what is the meaning of life? What's the meaning of all this? Why are we here?
Ooh.
You know, it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
I have been questioning that myself as well, because I have been through a hell of a lot. But to just try to summarize it a bit, it's like we are born, we are grown up with our caregivers, then the people around us at school,
Yeah.
at work. They kind of trigger us. Some bad, some are good,
Yeah.
and some are in between, whether you're open to it or not. Because sometimes what happens is you hide your true self because of the things that you have learned through your parents, through coworkers. But when somebody comes into your life that triggers you, because you're like familiar with the triggers that you're hiding, you're putting a mask on. You're familiar with that, and you want to stay with that familiar. But when somebody gets you at ease, when you start to feel safe and comfortable around somebody, you're not used to that anymore. So you start to question that, and you start to push that away. That happened with me.
Yeah. And yeah, we're all guilty of it.
Yeah.
We always play. Like you said, we live day to day with this mask on, trying to pretend somebody that we're not. The ego, and trying to please people and try to be somebody that you're not, and trying to fit in. You don't have to fit in. It's not about, it's, to me, it's
not about that. No.
It's about, and that was the answer to my question from Source when I asked it the other night. Yeah, and it laughed. God has this, God pretty much has this sense of humor. Like,
yeah. Right.
And it's like, the reason we're all here is to discover who we truly are.
Yeah.
In relation to Source.
Of course, yeah, that's also another thing. And one of the things that I discovered recently is we need our pain.
Yeah.
We need our pain because that's our guide. That's our best teacher. We want to move. Ego says we want you to not experience pain. We want you out of that pain by staying in our comfort zones. But what happens is we don't realize we abandon ourselves, we reject ourselves, we create more pain. And then I started thinking, well, okay, let's start to uncover. Let's open Pandora's box little by little. And now my heart is starting to open up. Hallelujah, I would say. But it isn't easy, because the deeper you get, the sharper, the more intense the pain.
Yeah.
But I'm encouraging myself to just go through it, because on the other side of it, like you said, Spirit, Creator, is literally waiting for us to get ready for our blessings to come, our abundance. Yeah. And that abundance is at the end of our pain. I mean, on the other side.
Yeah. And it's, like you said, the pain is essential. This, we have to have it. It is the, we can't always have good days. We can't always have bad. It's that ebb and flow, the oceans. And I explain everything like this, like the oceans. It's like the tides come in, the tides go out.
Yeah.
Back and forth. It's the yin and yang, and the dark and light, the good, the bad. That's what it is. It's the pain is the opposing side of whatever the opposite of that is. And people have many definitions of it.
Exactly. We have to do the opposite. We have to unlearn what we have learned.
We're kind of reprogramming ourselves.
Yeah. But how do we do that? Because our subconscious, we don't know what's going on in our subconscious.
It's almost like we'd have to change it's basically belief. It's like we'd almost have to
Yeah.
change our belief. I mean, anybody can believe in anything. If you were to tell a friend of yours that trusted
Yeah.
you that
Yeah.
this particular thing is real and it's the
Yeah.
truth, after
Yeah.
a while, they're going to believe it.
But not only the only not it's not the only thing the beliefs, because a long time I was looking for ways outside the box, the unconventional ways, not a
Yeah.
therapist, because I knew in my deep down, my soul knew that it's not for me. No offense, but that was not the way to go. So now I'm working with a Reiki healer, but it's like he does also spinal energetics, and he just clears the energy, and my body was literally vibrating.
Wow.
But a real healer helps you to unblock, but you have to move through it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's often a misconception we have.
Yeah.
You know,
It's yeah.
often we think we go to a healer. Oh yes, heal me, and then we think, after the first session we're healed, we're ready. No, it doesn't work like that, because we have different onions. Layers of the onion,
Yeah.
and during that session, one layer can come up, but you have to clear that one first, and then the other one comes up. It's like a never-ending story.
Yeah, that's the
Mm-mm.
that's the misconception that a lot
Yeah,
of people seem to have when it comes to metaphysical healing
yeah,
practitioners and spiritual practitioners, is that they're not the healer.
no,
We are the healer.
yeah, we
We
are.
are the ones that heal ourselves. It's the practitioner that instructs
Yes.
and teaches and guides the
Yes.
client into how to heal themselves,
Right.
rather than having to depend on an actual medical
Mm.
doctor to give you medication that's not going
Yeah.
to do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what is the secret? How did you get in touch with your true self, especially the inner child? That inner child, we all have this
Yeah.
inner child. How do we embrace that? How do we, depending on how old the person is, say someone's in their 20s or
Yeah.
30s or 40s or 50s or
Yeah.
60s, how do we get that inner child out of
I think it's in different ways. For example, meditations.
them?
I do meditations because that's when you directly connect. But it's hard, sometimes if you do it the first time you can get really quite overwhelming, but I have doing this by myself for a very long time, because I think the universe wanted me to do this by myself.
Yeah.
And I was ready to do so, because I believe that no matter how many conversations we could have with somebody, it's you.
Hmm.
You have to go through this by yourself. You have to do the work. You cannot expect somebody else to come and save you. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What I also did is like energy frequencies.
Mm.
The 528 hertz, the self love one,
Yeah.
is my go-to one, and sometimes the 432.
Yeah. 432.
That's one that connects you with everything. It's also it also clears energy. I know the 417 clears energy, but mine, that with the one particular that works with me, is like the 432 too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. 432 is a really good one.
Yeah.
I have a whole set of crystal bowls, a whole set of
Yeah.
them, and when I do sound baths, those are all
Yeah.
tuned to the 432 frequency.
Yeah.
Um,
That's also a good one, sound baths. It's good for the chakras.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so where you do have a book, which where
Yeah.
can people find your book?
It's on Amazon. Amazon website. You can just order it there.
Cool.
For now, I think it's the only platform it's available. Of course, it also has some shops where they also have it available. I think you should just type into Google. But mostly it's Amazon UK, US, wherever they are. You know, those.
Yeah. Huh. Cool. And where can people find you? Let me bring up your website. For those who are watching, they can see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen. But for those who are listening that can't see it, you can call call that out, and people could find you at your website.
It's www.sharing-my-light.com.
Cool. sharingmylight.com interface with the hyphen, with the stuff like that.
Yeah, and it just happened. It just happened out of the blue, you know. I didn't expect this to happen. I didn't expect this to happen. But apparently, I'm just a channeler. Somebody literally took over my mind and gave me those downloads, and I started writing. Yeah,
wow.
How it happened. First the blog.
Yeah. What was the actual trigger? Like, what triggered it? Like, one day you're here, and then the next day you're writing. You got the book, blah 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 blah. What was the actual? What event caused this? That just overnight?
I think that soul connection that triggered me, because it was a huge trigger. I didn't expect it to happen. And then I started, and then Spirit says, just start small with a blog and see what response you're gonna get. And then I had over 100 blogs or something, and then Spirit literally said, yes, you should put that content in a book. And I said, okay, I'm just gonna follow. I'm just gonna let go of control and see what happens. And that's kind of my story. And I also wanted to do it, you know, because when I write during my healing, the reader gets the full coverage, the feelings, the vulnerability, how it is, and what to expect. You know, those little insights.
Wow. It's it's amazing with the amount of guests I've had on the show thus far, and to see, similar to how we started the show, is like the similarities that everybody is sharing in their life. Yet these contrasting experiences, which do have similarities. I mean, these epiphanies, you know, these awakenings to this new
and that's how
paradigm.
we are connected. That's how we are connected. We just do it differently. We just share it in a different. Expected myself to be this vulnerable. You know, that's why I just didn't write on my name in my own name, because I wasn't really ready to do it in my real name. So I just used the pen name to share it, because I really wanted to have it out as well. You know, to help others.
Now, with the energy work that you do, what seems to help maintain the maintenance of creating this balance between, with everything? What helps to maintain all this? Because sometimes people get off the wagon and they're like, oh my God, how did I get off? What is a good way that you think that maintaining this?
I think because I'm a high sensitive, an empath, and that makes it a lot more difficult because at first I wasn't aware because I used to come home drained,
Yeah.
tired, and when I started to get aware of it, then I started to pay attention. Who am I surrounding myself with? Am I protecting my energy enough
Mm.
from the people who are no judging, but the vampires who just tend to soak.
Yeah.
And then I was asking myself, because I have been overprotecting myself, I was asking myself, what do I do? Because I want to remain open, but I also need to close myself off a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, I cannot share myself with everybody. So I just keep a close circle with whom I feel safe with,
Mm-hmm.
and who resonate, who understand my language, who understand my energy. That's the most important thing, because I didn't know what energy was before.
Yeah.
And it's the energy that speaks. And now I'm only trusting the energy instead of the talk. And
Mm.
I think, to answer your question, how to balance, it's like when you get home from work or something, or an activity, or you've been on public transport with a lot of people, you should put on those frequencies on to release, to cleanse your energy. If you're uncomfortable with meditation, because meditation can also help, but I know a few people that can't concentrate uh, in that meditation. So then it could help to get a frequency on. Just listen to it, even while you're working, when you're feeling something clearing. And what I still need to work on right now is to feel comfortable being vulnerable at work, because
Mm.
it's so hard here in this country sometimes, that you allow yourself to cry at work, to be emotional, to share what's going on with you, because I mean, some are just focused on themselves. They're not. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But then and I also grew up in an environment where I wasn't allowed actually to be myself. I
Mm.
was like too intense. But it was a feeling that I got, and my mind had that belief I was too intense. But nobody ever told me I was too intense. So we have to be careful with making assumptions. But what the problem is, we don't dare to ask, because we're scared to be abandoned, rejected, and that's the vicious circle that keeps on creating, that we keep creating.
Yeah. And what's interesting is I have epiphanies all the time. Is
Mm-hmm.
when you truly look at the words true
Yeah,
self and this
yeah,
journey that
yeah.
we're discussing today,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of look at it in the time frame of all of human
Yeah,
history, especially
yeah,
modern human history.
yeah,
At what point and you kind of ask you try to ask the universe, going, something, when we observe
yeah,
the human species in today's
yeah.
time of us trying
Mm-hmm.
to develop our true selves and discover our
Mm-hmm.
true selves,
Yeah,
people are like, well, how come that's a problem? How come being our true selves is a problem? Have you noticed that there's a part of society that's not
yeah.
allowing us
Um.
to be our true selves?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think judgment. We fear to be judged.
Yeah, yeah,
One of the things.
yeah.
We're
Social
afraid to be
media,
judged. Yeah,
social
social
media.
media as well. People are
Yeah,
harsh nowadays.
yeah. People are afraid to say what they
Comments.
want and
Yeah,
need and truly need to get out there, and it's like, no, we're gonna shut you
yeah,
down.
yeah. Exactly. I think it's also being afraid of not getting accepted for who
Mm,
you are. But then again, like I mentioned earlier, I feel like those judgments are a reflection of how you are living your life internally. So it's the statement that says we have all the answers within. It's not with us internally. That's actually true.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
when we stay stuck and we don't know how to how, connect with those parts, yeah, that's the hardest thing.
mm,
You know, that's why I'm saying it's not enough to look at your limited beliefs, the subconscious. We have to also feel, allow ourselves to feel again in our body.
mm.
The physical symptoms that we're getting are signs that we're not in our true self, we're not in our power, we're not speaking our truth. That's the body that's saying, "Uh-oh, pay attention."
Yeah, yeah. And it's interesting that you say that because I've had I've had discussions about that recently,
Mhm.
that we need to um, be conscientious of
Mhm.
how we feel.
Yeah.
What part of our body hurts? We have a headache.
Mhm.
Do we have, a sore throat?
Yeah.
Do we have, our arm
Mhm.
hurts? You know, being apprehensive and being conscious of
Mhm.
where in the body do we feel
Mhm.
dis ease.
Yeah.
And then if we are not conscious of that dis-ease,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
address that
Yeah.
dis-ease in the part of the body,
Mhm.
that can cause other issues like
Yes.
cancer or
Yes.
whatnot. And
Yeah.
but then trying to associate that dis-ease to
Mhm.
what in my life is it, or where is it that I
Yeah.
need to release this energy
Yeah.
into becoming my true self.
Yeah.
Have you noticed certain, you know, being aware of your own self and these things within your
Yeah.
body going, wait, hold on. Okay, I got a headache, or I got this, or I got that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I have multiple issues. But I'm just gonna mention two. I had a thyroid taking out, and
Mm,
now I'm just realizing that, oh, wait a second, I have been silent all of my life. I have been holding myself back.
yeah,
I haven't been speaking up. So now I'm learning how to speak up, how to advocate for myself, also prioritize myself, show up for myself. And then the second one is, I thought we all, how often do we think that we're open? How often do we think we're open, but we're actually closed off?
yeah,
And
yeah,
we dismiss how powerful connection can be, because we don't want to connect oftentimes. We want to stay separated out of fear, to feel pain. However, it's the love that actually heals.
yeah,
Yes, of course it hurts at first. That's normal, because it's meant to hurt for you to feel again, to go through those wounds. And then when those wounds are gone, when the past is finally released, yeah, then you're gonna be able to be free. Um yeah, we just have to stop blaming each other. Just go within to look
mm-hmm,
for that block. And when we're able to release it, then that's the trauma response. And when we release it, we are getting back into love, and then we realize, oh, I made a mistake, right?
yeah, yeah,
But we're allowed to make those, but we have to take some kind of form of accountability.
mm-hmm. Being accountable for our own actions.
Yeah.
harnessing our own
Yeah.
power and the
Yeah.
law of abundance and being
Yeah.
co-creators in a new world is kind of how
Yeah.
I'm summing this all up. It's like
Yeah.
we're all
And actually,
co-creators.
the people who really resonate with you, love you, they will not abandon you, right? They will stick with you, and
Mhm.
as long as you keep speaking up, speaking your truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, one last question before we
Yeah.
start to wrap up the show is,
Good.
um, do you believe that everything happens for a reason?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does. And the more that we uncover those tiny little synchronicities, the more that we are gonna attract them.
Mhm.
And I feel like we need some type of experiences first. We don't always get what we want. We will always get what we need, but eventually, if we let go of control, if we allow the universe to orchestrate everything behind the scenes, eventually the puzzle will all fall into place, and then you're gonna say to yourself, huh, I wish I knew. But the thing is, we don't have to know. It's that's the beauty of the journey,
Yeah.
right? We have to trust the journey. We have to celebrate our wins. We have to focus on the journey instead of the outcome. Because
Yeah.
if we how you call it, if we focus on the outcome, we get in control, but we're not gonna get the outcome that we want, because that's gonna push it further away. That's like chasing,
Yeah.
and that's something that I still need to get used to. It. I'm almost getting there. I'm so close. I'm every day I'm reprogramming myself. Gretchen or Gresson, stop chasing. Start being. Start being. Work on yourself. Work on your energy. And when the universe sees that you're ready, then it comes. Not a moment sooner.
Yeah. I definitely believe that. And when it comes to, I mean, I, in general, believe things do happen for a reason,
Yeah.
but it's at a quantum level.
Yeah.
It's at a level to where it's like it's not
Yeah.
like all. It's like it's not all
Yeah.
pre-written. It's like, oh my God, it's gonna happen right on point. Blah blah blah. It's
No,
not like
no, no,
that.
no, no,
It's
no.
more
Yeah.
of at a quantum level, meaning that yes, things
Yeah.
happen. Things have been playing out
Yeah.
for a reason, or
Yeah.
going to play out for, but it's all based
Yeah.
on our
Yeah.
choices. How we
And if
choose to move
we, yeah,
forward.
right. And if we live more from our hearts, from our soul,
Mm,
we're gonna see that the soul already knew.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
soul already knew, but it's the mind that blocks us, that sabotages us, steps in our own way, that may ruin everything. And that's also where free will comes in. We have our free will, we have that power to just allow being in that receiving mode and just allow the universe to take care of it. That I don't have to, carry those burdens.
Yeah. Yeah. Trust the
Yeah.
process. Trust the
Yes.
Trust the process and
Exactly.
be who you
Yeah.
are. Don't be
Yeah.
someone that you're not. Um,
No.
yeah. So before we wrap up the show, what would you
Yeah.
like to leave as an leave our audience today as some words of wisdom?
Ooh. Huh. Let me check because I almost said everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I said most of it. Um, the detaching, the outcome, the pain that serves as a purpose. There's a reason. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, this is just a little summary. Let's just
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah.
Those little points. Yeah. And just move with the flow,
Don't resist.
because when you're getting out of alignment, you're getting stuck, feeling like you're stuck, but you're not stuck. It's all an illusion. The fears. Yeah, okay, let's take this one as a words of wisdom. Now I know
There you
the
go.
illusion. Everything is an illusion. You think
Yeah.
you're stuck in a cage, but that's your trauma response. That's your trauma. And when you take the courage to heal your trauma, then surprise, surprise, then you're gonna see, oh, there's nothing going on. Like I said, with the assumptions that I was saying, those limited beliefs are just blocking you. They're just in the way. But it's up to you whether you want to move through it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Don't allow to dictate the trauma the rest of your life. Let's say
Yeah.
that.
Yep. I agree. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Gresson, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. Thank you for booking. Thank you for scheduling. Yeah, definitely.
welcome.
And welcome back anytime. Next time you have the next book hits the shelves.
Yeah, it's
on Amazon,
almost there. It's
let us
almost
know.
there. I think so.
There you go.
Yeah, but this time I promise it's gonna be much deeper. Ooh. Yeah, much. It's like the first one is like just to give the audience what to expect. It's like the awakening itself.
Yeah.
Trying the first stage, but then the second one is like the physical, the connect the emotional with the physical.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. Cool. Gresson,
Right.
thank you again. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome back anytime. But until then, thank you everybody for watching or listening to Conscious Radio Network, The Seance. And until then, see you next time.